Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, members of the Fourth Estate. Firstly, let me begin by apologizing for the delayed starting. It was not our fault. ZEC had raised various technical issues that have a bearing on the announcement that's about to be made by the People's President, Advocate Nelson Chamisa. It gives me huge pleasure to introduce to you the chief spokesperson of the party, but before I do so, let me acknowledge all the members of the standing committee that are here present, particularly the Secretary General and all the vice chairperson of the party and all our members of the standing committee who are standing here today. We have consistently said as the MDC Alliance that this is a year of launching the biggest political campaign that this country, the region, indeed the continent have seen. So without further ado, I'm going to defer proceedings to the chief spokesperson of the party, the People's President, Advocate Nelson Chamisa.
Thank you very much, members of the press. Let me take this opportunity to first apologize for a late start. This is not on account of our own delinquence or ineptitude. This has been occasioned by ZEC. This afternoon, we approached ZEC to give them what they didn't expect. We are not approaching ZEC as MDC Alliance. We are approaching ZEC as a new organization. So they kept on insisting that, look, we know you as MDC Alliance. I said, but who are you to tell us who we are? We are a new organization. Anybody launches their party anytime in terms of the laws of this country. So for that reason, we are coming as a new entity with a new leadership, with new values, new structures. Alas, they wouldn't have it. We want MDC Alliance. Tell us that you are rebranding. We are not rebranding. If you know MDC as a brand, please dine with those whom we have given MDC Alliance. We are a new party. Nothing to do with the past, nothing to do with the yesterday. We are starting afresh. We will build from ground zero. We will start afresh. We will defeat them like we did in 2018. We will start afresh.
Yes.
They wouldn't take it. They had meetings after meetings with our senior leadership. We have given them our new logo. We have given them our new name. We have given them our new leadership. We have given them our new thrust, except our new strategy. But everything else, we have given them in terms of the dictates of the law. So we're expecting them to cooperate. We're even ready with our new candidates. They recalled our old candidates, but we've come up with new candidates. Some of them were in the previous organization, but they're new, newly born. So thank you for bearing with us. We'd have wanted to start right on time, because punctuality is a characteristic and an idea of serious revolutionaries. So once we say 3 o'clock, we have to start at 3. I want to apologize on that account. We couldn't come here without that response. But after all is said and done, they said, fine, we have now received your letter and we want to see your constitution. We said, the constitution we have. It's a brilliantly written document. It will help you to understand who we are. So we have new everything, new headquarters, new name, new constitution, a new mindset, a new thrust, and of course a new focus and a new philosophy. The philosophy being to focus on the citizen, making sure that we replace the citizen in in all the discourses that we have seen, eliminating the citizen. So that the citizen is back to the sender. The citizen is responsible for decision making, policy making. Every decision must be centered on the citizen. That is where we are going. Where you have politicians taking over, we want the citizen to come back so that we displace politicians and replace them with the citizen. That is who we are. So behold the new. The new is upon us. And the new I deliver. We've always said that we are building it. And we've now built it. It is here. It is there. And you are going to see it. We keep moving forward. We've opened new doors. We've listened to the people of Zimbabwe. This is not an easy decision. The people have told us, please leave the dirty past alone. Focus on building a new, fresh future. And I'm the face of that future. I'm ready to lead the charge until such a time and point when then people say, we are giving the responsibility and honors to the other one. Our focus is to champion transformation on behalf of Zimbabweans. So our key thrust is to deliver the platform of transformation. We have said that there will be no confusion. We do not want any confusion. Those other people came after our name. They thought that they had taken MDCT. We said, have it. They said that they had taken Changira. We said, have it. They thought that they had taken our headquarters. We said, have the headquarters. They thought that they had taken MPs. We said, have those MPs. They thought that they had taken our finances. Fine, share with Mr. Mnangagwa the bed. But I can tell you that it's not a bed of roses. It's a bed of thorns. It's a matter of time. They've taken literally everything. But thank God, we still have ourselves. So we've lost everything except ourselves. That's why we are building on the basis of ourselves. Nothing to do with the past, nothing to do with any wrangles. If you want MDC alliance, as you have said, take it. If you want ourselves, tough luck, you can't have us. Because we are not purchasable. We cannot be sold. We are convinced that our conviction to bring change to Zimbabwe is unshakable, is indomitable. So as I said, Zimbabweans, citizens in Zimbabwe, know who their leaders are. They know who their champions are. They know who champions their struggle, the struggle for better wages, the struggle for better salaries, the working class struggle in this country, student struggles in this country, women's rights struggles in this country. They know who stands for the citizen. They know who is the face of hope, the voice of hope in this country. Those in ZANU-PF know it. That's why after stripping us naked, they still come to us. And we say, look, go to those whom we have given the borrowed robes. They don't even believe those robes. They still want us, even naked. So because of that, we are very clear. We are charting a new course. And today represents that new dawn, a bright future, a start of a new trajectory in Zimbabwe. We are the gold standard. We are the reminder that it's possible for the sun to shine once more and once again in Zimbabwe, and it will shine. Yes, a new great Zimbabwe is being birthed. But as you know, even in the biblical times, whenever there is a new level of anointing, there has to be a new name. From Jacob to Israel. From Sarah to Sarah. So we are here. We are not just having a new name. We are also having a new entity and a new organization. And a new people. The leaders you see have been renewed. We have left the past. The vices and transgressions of the yesterday, we have left them. And we are saying, we represent for you hope, happiness, joy, freedom. Hope is what we stand for, and hope is our other name. We represent ideas, solutions, the mosaic beauty of our Zimbabweanness. That's what we stand for. That is the vision we wish to usher into this country. A great new Zimbabwe vision, which we are going to share with the rest of the people. A vision that spells glory for our journalists, glory for our workers, glory for our civil society, glory for every citizen, glory for those who matter to care, including those in politics. But the beginning is to do with transformation. And our nation is only going to be transformed when we begin transforming ourselves from within. That is the process we've just begun. And it has to do with politics, our political culture, our manners, our values, our habits. Toxicity and negativity have destroyed the fabric of our country. We need to move away from that. And we will transform in values, in norms. We will transform also in how we approach things, because we are transformers. We will transform lives in communities. We will transform lives in the country. And that is what we stand for. Because of that, let me say, because we are building the new, we are also in the process of building a solid A team. A team that cannot be defeated. In fact, 2023 is already a done deal. Yes. We've done it. That's why they are shaking, jumping from pillar to post. They know that the game is on and the A team is ready. Of course, there's a by-election. It's a sideshow. It's a side meal. But because we are people who are enjoying and waiting for the great, feast, we will go for that side meal as an appetizer, as a starter. But never mistake the starter for the main meal. The main meal is in 2023, and we are ready. Yes, we will share our vision. We will share our dream. We will build the momentum in the country. It's already there. The people have spoken. The people want change. I've listened to all veterans. I've listened to traditional leaders, chiefs, crowheads, headmen. They have told me. Farmers have told me. Business people have told me. We want a new game in town. Help us. Look at what is happening to our fellow Zimbabweans. Embarrassed and harassed in the neighboring countries. Zambia, South Africa, Botswana. We need to restore the dignity of our people. But that dignity is restored by having an organized institution. Away from the clutter and confusion that we have seen. And Mr. Mnangagwa, thank you. You have helped us to clean our basket. All the bad apples, we have taken them. Enjoy the meal. Thank you. What is our central philosophy? As I conclude, is citizen back to the center. The liberation struggle was about the citizen. One man, one vote. The liberation struggle was about the sovereignty of the people. The decision of the people being allowed to take center stage. That's what the liberation struggle was all about. Umtwana umhlabati, mwana wefu, son of the soil, was about the citizen. That is where we are going back. The politician has replaced the citizen. We want to remove the politician from the center of decision-making, policy-making, law-making, so that we have the citizen. The politician must be a servant, not the master. Yes. And the citizen must be the master, yes, not the servant. That's where we are going. It's not going to be easy. It takes a lot of sacrifice and pain by those who are used to the old ways. Of course, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. But there are times when an old dog has to become new in their approach. And that's where we are from a leadership point of view. Citizens have to be at the center, as I emphasize. It's a citizen-based philosophy. That's why our party is restoring the dignity, integrity, the responsibility, the authority, the voice and dissent of our voters, the voice and dissent of our citizens. Citizens are the engines that turn the turbines of a nation. When you get citizens in the right mode, reconstruction becomes easy. And that's why we must listen to the citizen. And that's why the new outfit has a perfect and beautiful name. Beautiful to even have a meal with. Or for those like Blessing who like wine, to have a nice drink for it. The Citizen Coalition for Change. again the new baby, the Citizen Coalition for Change. We have left everything. Color red, take it. We have a new color in town. Gold, yellow. Yellow, yellow. We said, you want chisa mbama chisa? Fine, chisa, longe. Ngiwanile ukuthi hayi ukupe uthi chisa mbama chisa. Chisa ngani. We are focusing on the new. And we are going to introduce the new. We've said we are #1 in the country. Oh, yes. We are #1 in the country. That's why we have been fought, because champions are fought by mediocrity. We are #1.
Yes.
This one. We are #1. I saw some people saying, no, it's not a symbol. This is just how we greet each other. We are #1. You can't stop us. 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 #1. It's a done deal. That is the direction. Of course, we'll unveil all the other things, programs, the necessary colors, and all the other values that we have to share. But it's a big tent. It's an omnibus. Everybody. Ibhazi remuntu wese, ichechi epasi pemuti ayizali. Come, let us reason together. Come and join this great movement, a citizen movement. Come and join this elephant and a giant of an organization. No more are we doing chisa what? No. We have moved. It's part of our history. It's no longer part of the future. In fact, the MDC cannot be the government of this country. In our old self, in its current state or future state, the future is here. We represent the new government.
Yes.
You are looking at the new government.
Oh, yes.
Thank you, colleagues, members of the press. I'm so humbled by the number of journalists who have come. Thank you, and may God bless you. May God bless Zimbabwe. Thank you, Zimbabwe, for your patience. I appreciate. You have waited. We told you the baby is coming. You wanted to see the baby. So yes, Citizens Coalition for Change. We are having citizens coming together. It's a citizen affair. It's a citizen endeavor. It's a citizen decision. It's a citizen way to say we want change in Zimbabwe.
Yes.
So farmers for change, we want to see what you are doing. Teachers for change, we want to see what you are doing. Lawyers for change, we want to see what, accountants, we want to see what you are doing. Miners, we want to see what you are doing. Vendors, what are you doing? Workers, what are you doing? The church, what are you doing? Every Zimbabwean must be organized for change. Yes, the by-election will come. Like I said, it's a curtain raiser. It's very important to participate. That's why we said we are participating. To make sure that we also see what's happening. We test our systems. We also expose those who are biased. So yes, we'll be checking on ZEC. This time we will not allow ZEC to play and join the other team. Yeah. If they do so, they are setting this country in a motion that is irretrievable. I'm not threatening, I'm giving a promise. We will not repeat the mistake of what we did that way. After winning, you abuse us. Yeah. After winning, Mnangagwa has not won the election in this country, and you know it. That's why he had to be served in the courts. He did not get the mandate of the people. And because he has suffered from illegitimacy, that's why he cannot solve my problems in Yikain. They wanted to say, Mnangagwa is a solution to this country, give him a chance. We have given him a chance. He has squandered every chance. Oh, Mnangagwa is good for business. Business is stinking and sinking because of Mnangagwa. Oh, well, Mnangagwa is open for business. He is shut for business. You have seen it. And we are ready to give you that key to the future. We are the door to the future. We are the way to the future. What? CCC. Citizen Convergence, Citizen Coalition for Change. Because we are converging all citizens. This is who we are. and I'm so happy for those who have come. Thank you very much, and I appreciate it.
Thank you very much. I'm going to take just a few questions. As usual, may you kindly just identify yourself, give us your name, your media house, and one quick short question. Yes, sir.
Tapfumane from Sly Media. Is it the norm that when you submit a new name, they ask for your election manifesto, or it is the first time it has happened to you, or it is what happens to everyone else who goes to register with SEC?
Or a constitution, I suppose. It's not backed by the law. It's whims and caprices. But it's also panic. They were expecting us to come with MDC Alliance, to come with MDC so and so, and then we are entangled in numerous and endless legal fights. We are no longer interested in that. We're a new baby.
Thank you.
So it's not the norm. But I think it's being done because they are panicking. But we don't understand why ZEC would panic on behalf of our opponent.
Yes.
Because our competitor is not ZEC, it's ZANU.
Yes.
Yes, we know they share a Z, but please let it end there.
Yes. Thank you very much. You've heard the president of the Citizens Coalition for Change. They are panicking. Yes.
Yes, my name is Blessed Mhlanga, Newsday and HSTV. I just wanted to note that there are still MPs in Parliament who have been backing your leadership. One of them who's just behind you. Now that you have changed your party name, does that not affect his continued stay in Parliament?
Certainly not. That's what we have told you. We have told you that we are putting the citizens back at the center. It is the citizens who voted the MPs who are in Parliament.
Yes.
Nobody has the right to tamper with the mandate of the citizen. If they so choose, so be it. And these MPs are not worried because they were chosen by the people and not by these pretenders, tricksters, and deceivers. They were chosen by the people. So we are not going back.
Yes.
These are tough decisions, and we are ready.
Yes. Well said. Yes.
Thank you very much. Google Kolisani, News of Africa. Since 2018 elections, we have been talking about the legitimate aspect of the previous poll. Now that you are coming in as with a new party, are you abandoning that question of legitimacy is part of the grievances in solving this crisis? I hear you talk about 2023. Are you abandoning that crisis?
Does a thief stop being a thief because there's a new police officer?
Yes.
Thank you, Kolisani.
I'm sure you well answered there, News of Africa. I'm just going to ask two more questions. Are there any women journalists amongst us with a question? Okay. If not, gentleman at the back.
Yes, Anna is there.
And for the first time doesn't have a question. Yes, sir.
My name is Chawanda Bruce from ZBC.
Thank you, Bruce. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
Nice to meet you. After a prolonged fight for the name MDC, can we simply say that we have accepted defeat?
My dear brother, let me tell you, there was never a fight.
Yes.
So you constructed a fight in the Herald at ZBC.
Yes.
You constructed a fight at ZANU-PF headquarters with your Varakashi Twitter handlers. That's where you constructed that fight. There's never been a fight. But there's been confusion sponsored by the state.
Yes.
And thanks to Thokozani Kupe for telling us what has been happening behind the curtains. That there's been a honky-dory affair between our colleagues, our SY colleagues, and Mr. Mnangagwa. And that whatever has happened is sponsored and coordinated. That's why for the first time you see a purportedly opposition person going to have tea at State House. Not that is bad. If there's mutual respect, that's how the nation must go forward. No country is governed by one side. In fact, countries and governments are two sides, the leading party and the alternative party. But But the problem is that Mr. Mnangagwa has been trying to shoot at straws, creating his own government-organized opposition. We don't have any problem here. People know the alternative.
Yes.
The opposition and the government are defined in a general election.
Yes.
In 2018, the people defined who should be in government. It is us.
Yes.
But they went to the court and switched sides and brought us into the opposition. We said, fine, we know that legitimacy is always going to buffet you. When you have a legitimate problem, you can't solve potholes.
Yes.
When you have a legitimate problem, you can't fix roads.
Yes.
When you have a legitimate problem, you can't even fix the salaries of civil servants. Because you don't have the contract with the citizens. But if you give us just a week, Bruce, you'll be driving a beautiful car, courtesy of the new government. That is who we are. So there's never been a fight. Historical fights shall continue to be there where they belong. If you leave your house, kusara kwa adongo, pano zipaimbo wapa ninki, but I no longer stay there. But kana kuti nyaya zomusha tinozokera kumusha ikoko.
Yes.
Kunotanda ngozi. Kutisati kanganisa our newly found home. And but we have a new start. In any event, it is a shell. Without us, there's nothing there. Look at it. You know, watch the space. I know most of the colleagues who are there, I know them, their capacities. I worked with them, and I wish them well.
Are you leaving behind Ngapinda Ake Mkomana?
That one who won't, this is the Mkomana, so you can't.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
The young man is here.
Advocate Chamisa, you say that everything now is new.
Indeed.
There are certain statements or allegations that have been made in the past that your party, MDC Alliance, that you've now left, was infiltrated heavily. Now you have started a new thing, a new baby has been born. Is this new baby coming with the hairs that are coming from the past, the infiltration?
Well,
who is going to deputize you? Because we have just said you're the president. Who are your deputies?
Well, you'll have the right step at the right time. You see the leadership structure, you see everything. For now, you are seeing the head.
Yes.
Don't ask for the neck. There can never be a head without a neck. So there's enough organ structure supporting this head. But we've just shown you the face.
Yes.
Now you are saying, no, we want to see where is your tail. We are a beast that's going to fight for change in this country. We've shown you our face and the other organs you will see. Beast legs and the beast tail, everything. But now you are talking about infiltration. You know, nobody infiltrates an ineffective organization. What it shows is that we are a big game changer in this country. If you look at the money that has been spent on fighting us and destroying us, but guess what? We are still standing. We've withered the storm. You would build a new town or a new city just to divert the resources that have been deployed against us. They will continue to try and infiltrate. Any living organism can't live without infiltrating external viruses or bacteria. But it is our inbuilt immune system that is going to save us. And that is born from the philosophy we have of the citizens, but also the conviction we have, the purity of the heart and the purity of our minds in terms of fighting for change in this country. We have not wavered. Some people say that if you abandon Tsvangirai's legacy, far from it. Tsvangirai's whispers are still very fresh in my ears. It's not about the institution. It's about his hope for the future that we continue to carry. But of course, the past we bury. The future we construct. I hope I've answered.
Thank you. Yes, sir, in the blue, and then we'll come back to the gentleman
Okay.
next.
I think let's have 3 last ones.
Just 3 last ones.
We've had a nice afternoon.
Okay. My name is Pinay from ANC. Mr. Chamisa, thousands of Zimbabweans are flocking to South Africa, searching for jobs and better life. What's your comment and what's your word to them?
Well, this is a very serious issue. I'm extremely concerned. We are extremely concerned. We're in the process. In fact, we've done a lot of further engagements at governmental level, at party level with the ANC, to try, because it's the governing party in South Africa, to try and improve the understanding of our situation. The immigration crisis we see in the region is evidence and a demonstration, a manifestation of the sickness in one of the countries in the region. Zimbabwe is sick, and because Zimbabwe is sick, it caught a cold. The entire region is coughing. Let us fix Zimbabwe to have credible elections, to have proper reforms, to have a path to governance, so that we pave way for a stable South Africa, for a stable Botswana. Zimbabweans would not spend a day any longer if their country is in good shape, if their country is fixed. But of course, it's also a clarion call to Zimbabweans in South Africa, in those neighboring countries, to say, look home. Let's deal with the problem. Let's face the challenge. Let's fix it. Come register to vote. Yes. That is the only solution. So yes, we'll do whatever is necessary to use our diplomatic muscle, which we have in sufficient proportions and capacity, to engage the powers that be. To also understand that Zimbabweans are in a difficult situation. Injure one, injure all. African solidarity and brotherhood is about looking at Africa as a continent. We believe that we are one Africa, never to be divided by colonial boundaries. Let's not be victims of colonialism. Let's look at the problem. One Africa, one people. If we are affected in Zimbabwe, we are affected as Africans. We have the heart of Africa, and it's one heart. We have the mind of Africa, it's one mind. Let's think as Africans, feel as Africans. Together, we'll be able to deal with our challenges. No outsider, no external support, but our own self. Together, none but ourselves as Africans. We believe in African solidarity. We believe in local solutions to local problems. Our continental issues are not far too big for us, or a challenge, not to be able to be solved. So my message is to say to Zimbabweans, we are doing everything, and the journey has just begun. Join the movement. You are a citizen. Join us. Join yellow. Join gold. We mean wealth. We mean the future. We mean a new dawn. Join us.
I'm going to take just one more question, sorry, because of our time. We do need to disperse, so sir, I'll take that one question and then we'll close the proceedings for today.
My name is Evans Matanda with Newsday. Considering that the resources are always limited.
Please, sir, speak up.
Considering that the resources are always limited, what strategies are you going to use to ensure that someone in rural area is much aware of the name and all the changes?
The greatest resource in any human existence is being resourceful. And we are very resourceful. Our people are our resilience. The citizens are our resilience. They thought that they'd taken everything. Guess what? The citizens are driving this. They are oiling this machinery. You saw, I have not yet received that vehicle because I can't go and ask for something that has been given by citizens. But they bought a vehicle out of their own initiative, not being asked by the organization. That's the competence of our citizens. And they're going to do much more. They even said we are going to raise some money to make sure that you have money for the countries. I said, look, we are not going to ask for it, but when you give it, thank you. That's what the citizen philosophy is all about. And when you go to people you may think that people in the rural areas don't know what they are doing. The reason why ZANU-PF panics like a snake when we go into the rural areas is because they know they have no support. Nobody beats up people who support them.
Yes.
Where there's love and affection, there's no violence. Violence is evidence of evaporated love. So, don't worry about people in the rural areas. They know the message. In fact, they are ahead of us. Ngapinde Mkomana came from ordinary people. It's not even a party slogan, but it's a citizen initiative. They are saying Ngapinde Mkomana. And most people think about this young man. No. Ngapinde Mkomana is a symbolism of the people of Zimbabwe saying that this is the opportunity we have for change. When this young man gets in, our issues are resolved. They know our competencies. They saw what we did in the inclusive government. We fixed the ICT problem right now. You know that you go everywhere with coverage, though we are still to do so much. We will do it. Give me a chance, Mr. Mnangagwa. 1 week you will see this country different. You will be the first beneficiary. Thank you, fellow colleagues. May God bless you, and may God bless Zimbabwe and Africa. We love you. The journey begins.
Slogan one more time.
Shanduko Zimbabwe!
Zimbabwe Simuka.
Shanduko Zimbabwe!
Baka Zimbabwe Baka.
Shanduko Zimbabwe!
Vota Zimbabwe Vota.
2023!
6 billion votes.
2023! 2023! 2023! A great new Zimbabwe!
One people, one nation.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.